My wife demanded, add my name to your inheritance or we're done. I inherited $850K from my grandfather last month. Sarah and I had been married for 7 years. The moment that money hit my account, she transformed into a completely different person. We should put this in both our names immediately, she said over dinner Tuesday night. My cousin is a financial advisor. He says it's better for tax purposes. She had printed out bank forms, highlighted where I needed to sign, even had a pen ready. Let me think about it, I said. Her smile disappeared instantly. Think about what? I'm your wife. What's there to think about? It's just a lot of money, Sarah. I want to make sure we handle it properly. She stood up from the table. You have 48 hours to add my name to that account, or I'm filing for divorce. I'm not staying married to someone who doesn't trust me. That night, she moved into the guest room, posted a passive-aggressive quote on Instagram. When someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. Something felt terribly wrong. Sarah had never shown this level of interest in our finances. In 7 years of marriage, she'd never once asked about my 401k or savings, so I did what any suspicious husband would do. I hired a private investigator named Tony. 3 days later, Tony called me at work. You need to see these photos. We met at a Starbucks downtown. He slid a manila envelope across the table. Inside were dozens of surveillance photos with timestamps. Sarah meeting with divorce attorneys. Not just one, 3 different law firms, coffee shops, restaurant booths, even in the parking lot of Legal Aid Society. The dates went back 8 weeks. My grandfather had only passed 6 weeks ago. She's been planning this since before your inheritance, Tony said. But there's more. He showed me printouts of her secret Gmail account. Dozens of emails with someone named Johnny, her financial consultant, who was supposedly helping with investment strategies. Except they weren't discussing mutual funds. Can't wait until we get that money transferred, baby. Then we can finally start our life together in Costa Rica. Just hang in there a few more days. Once his name is on the account, the divorce will be quick. I've already found us the perfect beach house. 400K should be enough to disappear. She was planning to divorce me the second I added her name to the inheritance, take half the money, and run off with Johnny to Central America. I felt sick reading those emails. Tony had one more surprise. I followed her yesterday. Johnny isn't just her boyfriend, he's a convicted fraudster. Did 2 years in federal prison for investment scams. I spent that Wednesday night planning my counterattack, set up hidden cameras in the living room, downloaded recording apps on my phone, and had my lawyer draft divorce papers. Friday evening came, her 48-hour deadline. Sarah walked into the living room wearing her best dress, hair, and makeup perfect. She was practically glowing with confidence. So, baby, have you made your decision about the inheritance? She asked sweetly, sitting across from me on the couch. I reached into my briefcase and pulled out the manila envelope Tony had given me. I hired a private investigator, Sarah. Her face went completely white. I know about the lawyers. I know about Johnny. I know about Costa Rica. I spread the surveillance photos across the coffee table. This is insane, she whispered. You had me followed? You were planning to rob me and disappear to another country. Yeah, I had you followed. Then I pulled out the printed emails. She tried to deny it at first. Then she broke down crying, saying Johnny manipulated her. Then the tears stopped and pure rage took over. You were never going to add me to that account anyway, were you? Actually, I was, I said calmly, right up until I found out you were planning to steal it. That's when she made her biggest mistake. In her anger, she confessed everything. Fine. Yes, I was going to divorce you. Yes, I was going to take the money. You think I want to spend the rest of my life in this boring marriage with your boring job and your boring life? Johnny and I deserve that money more than you do. The hidden cameras caught every word. I handed her the divorce papers. Sign these or I'm calling the FBI about your boyfriend's fraud history and your conspiracy to commit theft. She signed them that night. The divorce was finalized 3 weeks later. She got absolutely nothing.